Mitch's Adventures here. Today I have building your own Disneyland layout. And you know, there's only 53 more days till Christmas, so this would make a great project to think about or even buy if you're going to go and build your own. And I will give you tips on how to do it. As you can see, I will show you mine. Mine is in N gauge, which is really tiny, really tiny. As you can see, here's the train. And I'll put the lights on so you can see inside there. I've even added lights into the layout. Those lights are too big, but you can get the right size. Those are HO. So what you want to do when you're building a layout, well, you have 53 days to think about. Do you want it to be like mine? Mine's very small and very hard to work on, but it is very cool. And you want to have the icons of Space Mountain, the Matterhorn, of course, Sleeping Beauty Castle. You must have that. I mean, without that, you don't have a great, you know, it's iconic. Or if you're into Small World, there it is there. And I will take an aerial view so you can see the track. That's an aerial view, and you can see what I've done so far. Do not try to build this all in one day. I have been working on this since 2017. Yes, a long time. I also had built HO scale, which, okay, here's the engine again. Look how small it is. What can I put up against it? Here is a penny, so you can see the difference in the size of it. Okay, so there's a penny. Show you the size of the engine. Now, I once built it when I was in a bigger apartment in HO scale. Penny again, train, much bigger train. Look at the tracks, how big they are. And of course I have a dirty monorail there waiting to be put into this layout once I clean it all up. But I will show you how to build the Matterhorn. I'll give you tips on that. And we'll do it back for subscribers only. I will give you tips and give you the backstory on how this all became. All right. Now, you can also build, if you're into this. Now, I'm trying to go as accurate as possible, but I do not have the room or the space. This is on a 3-foot by 4-foot board, and there is a book that you can get at your local hobby shop. And this is a scale track, which is N gauge. This is bendable track. I can actually bend it to the curves and you hammer it in with little nails. That's how I built this mostly, other than putting in this re-railer here, and I have a re-railer over there. So we go down here and look through our window. If you were to go and ride at Disneyland, this is the Grand Canyon Suite, or the Grand Canyon. They play the suite. And of course, my Space Mountain is very small. As you can see, I have a Space Mountain. Sorry. I have a Space Mountain. I also built the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I built the, what do you call it? The Columbia sailing ship. You can buy these at Disney parks. These are metal earth models, and you have to build them. And they're very small, very small. They come in a little thin package. I have a Batmobile around here somewhere. I'm not going to put that in there, but You can get them there, or you can get them online. That's the best thing to do. Trains, if your local hobby shop has N scale, then go there and get that. I mean, Hobby Lobby, they have a train set, but it's not. It's a diesel engine. This train, by the way, is called a 440 if you're a beginner. And the reason for that is you have 4 sets of wheels here and 4 sets here and none after that on the cab. That's what's called a 440. And then, of course, you have this off the track. Get on there. You have the coal car. And then the passenger coaches, you can't get those anymore. They're old. And if you can find them in N scale, good luck. I can't. I have 2 other trains waiting to go on the track. I have it set here with this power supply, which is quite dusty and old, but was set up to have 2 of these where I could run it and you could stop them at each station by clicking these little switches here. So running it full bore on station 1, this one will run it up to here. It'll stop here because there's a wire there that cuts it off. I click that and it'll run down there to the next wire, which would be probably, well, here is Frontierland. The next one is Fantasyland, which I don't have enough space for Fantasyland, so I'm putting in the Rivers of America. I have the Haunted Mansion. I did have Splash Mountain, but it kept derailing. So I took it out. It wasn't meant to be. They took it out of Disneyland. I'm taking it out of my Disneyland. Plus, mine is more era 1980s, 1990s, right in there somewhere. So, if you want to build a Disneyland, and you want to make it as accurate as possible, or you want to do it for Christmas and put snow around and all the holiday decorations down Main Street and have the monorail with wreaths on it and stuff, you can do that too. Now, if you got a lot of room, I would go with HO scale to build that. So, what to do next? Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll go from there. This is Mitch's Adventures, and I'm here to show you how to build Disneyland. Have a good day.